really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, Porso, photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Drew. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Drew steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So the big play nullified. A legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Drew. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down, Drew. And that is incomplete. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Hey, watch the lane. Hey,
The slot man in motion right. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And some space here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. A give up the middle to Akers. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. On 4th down, Drew. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McMillan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1. Yards to go on 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
14's the mark. 14's the mark. Here we go. Just get off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMillan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the give, this is Akers. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Drew looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McMillan. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Get in the right room. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You better be 60 down.
On 1st down, Drew. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Drew. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Drew. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle. A final shot before break. McMillan flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, McMillan. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Here's a screen for Robinson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
14's the mark. 14's the mark.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's May. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Drew. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a give. Akers running left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Drew. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The middle they go. May. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Looking to throw on second down. McMillan eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's May. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Looking to throw. Drew buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Off play action. Drew out to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Drew. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McMillan. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, McMillan. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Drew Johnson's got it complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Room here to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing on first down. Drew escaping the pressure right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and 5. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And Dotson, he's got it on an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.